Welcome to PTC Creo Essentials. Today I'm going to show you how to build a dodecahedron. So let's get started. We'll sketch on the top plane, hit our keyboard shortcut S, and let me just close these plane displays, close them all. Go to our palette, polygons, 5-sided pentagon, drag that in, drag it to the center until it snaps. I'm going to have my edge length of 100 millimeters. Click OK and OK. Now, because of the unusual shape of a dodecahedron, I'm not going to extrude this. I'm just going to create a surface. So tick fill, click fill, and we build a surface. Now what we need to do is figure out the angle between the pentagons. This is known as the dihedral angle. So this is a very specific number and it has its own equation. So I think it's an irrational number, so we're better off putting in the equation. Because we're building surfaces, we want the edges to match up exactly. So go to plane, we'll turn on our plane display. I might use this one and this edge, and there we go, we create the angle there. So as I said, I'm going to put in an equation for this angle, so the angle doesn't matter at the moment. Click OK. I'm going to go to our model intent, relations, and if we click on the data we've just created, the angle there is known as D88. So we'll click that, it comes up in our relations tab, and this is equal to the arc cos of -1 over the square root of 5. And I did not mean to use that. Bracket, check the relations, successfully verified OK, and OK. Now you'll see it didn't actually change, and it should have, and that's because we need to regenerate. So Control G or up here for regenerate, and it's changed that plane to there now. I've forgotten to subtract 90 off that value. So let's go minus 90. It's going to be more that we want. Okay, regenerate. And there we go. And if we click into the datum, we'll see the angle that it's given us. As you can see, it's a really long number. Probably irrational, I would say. So that's good. Now we're going to sketch on that plane. So hit S. Let me close plane display. Go to your palette, drag in pentagon, drag it to the center till it clicks, edge length 100, hit OK, and I want this to be coincident to that. Now the way we do that is to click and hold Control, OK. Now again, I'm just going to create a surface off that, so hit the fill, and there we go. Now I'm going to pattern this around a central axis. We should be able to do it off the coordinate system. So go to fill, go to pattern, we'll pattern this around an axis, and that one there, y-axis, number of members is 5. Click around 360 and then OK. And there you go. There is half your dodecahedron. And sorry I'm going so quick here. I don't like making long videos. If you need to slow it down, just set your playback speed on YouTube to 75%. Anyway, let's push on. Now we need to make the next half. So I've seen other videos on YouTube here where they save as this part, so they save another part that's identical to this, and then they take those two parts and they assemble them into the dodecahedron. I don't like that way of doing it. It really limits what you can do if you want to change things with it. So let me show you the best way here. So we want to create a plane across these two edges that will sit where our next pentagon is. So here and here, we need to create a plane across. So click on plane and OK. So these are the two edges where our plane is. Let's just orient that towards us. Click on the plane and then hit S for sketch and go into our palette, polygon, drag in a pentagon, edge length 100, okay and okay. Let's close that down. I'm just going to drag this in more to where we need it. Go to coincident and we'll make these coincident. Now we get this dialog box come up, and never get afraid when these come up. They are quite easy to work out. So collinear is fine, equal lengths is fine because the sides of the pentagon are equal. So I'm not going to change any of them. We want them to be equal. The point on entities here, so if I click that one, point on entity just here. So these are good. We don't want to change those because they are on the inside of the circle. So that's basically just saying this is a pentagon. We don't want to change them. Keep going down and we have this horizontal one. We don't need that. We can delete that one. So if we delete that, we'll see it check in towards where we want it. Stand coincident, tab this vertex here, control to that vertex there, and there we go. Click OK and fill again, create the surface, and once again we want to pattern this around the same axis. So we'll just go to pattern again, axis, choose the y-axis again, 5 members around 360 degrees and click OK. And we're just about done. We just don't have the top surface, so that's easy enough to fix. We want to create a plane on this top surface, so click here and here, plane, that's done, hit OK, and we'll sketch on that plane, hit S, bring it in towards you, go to project, and just project this, OK, and then fill. And there you go, dodecahedron done. All except this is a surface. So let's go to our view. Let me show you. We'll just do a planar against the front plane. That'll do. And we can see that this is a surface. It's not solid, so we don't want that. We want to solidify this, so let's just uncheck the view. Now we want to create a quilt, and then merge all these surfaces. So select, hold Control, select them all. Select them all and hit merge. We get a dialog box. I know it's good, hit OK. So all those surfaces are merged, which will now allow us to solidify or thicken. We'll go solidify first. So just solidify that. Fine, done. If we open up our view tab, we'll see that it is a solid. Or if we didn't want a solid, let's just delete that solidify. Maybe we just wanted to thicken it, so if we go to merge, thicken, yeah, 5 mils, that's fine, that's good value. We want to probably thicken in the other direction. In that direction, because we want the outside edges to always be that 100. So if we check that, it's 100 mils. Yeah, perfect. So the pentagon edge length is 100. Let me show you what would have happened if I had done this to the other side. So if I change the direction, it thickens to the outside, and now our pentagon edge length is 102.245. So that's the difference between the direction you thicken it. So anyway, let's just press Control Z, back to the way it was. Oh, didn't press Control Z enough. There we go. 100. Done. So that's how you build a dodecahedron. Thanks for watching.